Let's take a look at how Fabricio Werdum managed to sub Fedor Emilianenko in strike force. So Fedor drops him. Immediately, Verdum's going to go two hands on the arm and lock a triangle. Now there's a poor angle on the triangle, and Werdum does not have it fully locked, so Fedor just throws it by and starts to hammer fist. Now watch, as he starts to look towards passing the guard to side control, watch how Werdum inverts and re-bites his triangle right there. Now, there's still a lot of work to do on this triangle, so watch as Werdum grabs Fedor's head, but then he switches his attention to the armbar. So now he's applying armbar pressure. Fedor cannot use his other hand to throw the legs by anymore because he has to use it to defend the armbar. Now look as he postures up to pull Werdum in and start to stack him on his neck. Fedor's putting all his effort into defending the armbar, which allows Werdum to ratchet his triangle tighter. Look as he locks the figure four deep on his shin using a hand assist, and he's going to start to double up on his attack with the triangle and armbar combination. Werdum's feet are in full dorsiflexion, which means his toes are pointing to the sky. This means that his calves are flexed, and the other thing that this does in a triangle is it ensures that you're not locking a weak figure four bite. It means that you're not locking the triangle on your toes. Now, Fedor again is going to try to throw those legs by, but this time it's a lot harder because the triangle is fully locked in. Now Werdum can start to work on that armbar without worrying about the triangle. And you can see here he's going from shin to his foot, back to the head, trying to make sure that everything is tightly locked in. Then he's going to go two hands on the head and pull down as he squeezes everything tight. This gets a reaction out of Fedor. He tries to throw the legs by one more time, but then Werdum goes back on that armbar and starts to crank. Guys, notice how throughout this entire sequence, Werdum's attacking two things at once. He's going for triangle and armbar. At first he goes triangle. It doesn't work. It's not a good angle. Then he starts to attack the armbar, which causes a reaction out of Fedor, which allows him to tighten his triangle more. And then as Fedor starts to defend the triangle, he goes back on the armbar, which causes Fedor to stop that defense and again switch his attention. And as all that's going on, the armbar is getting closer. The triangle is getting tighter. He's forking two attacks at once, and like I said before, it sullies Fedor's defensive attempts because defending one helps the other. So as he starts to defend that armbar, his attention is off the triangle, and then Werdum locks a tighter triangle. As he starts to stack himself out of the triangle, Werdum starts to crank on that armbar. It's all just, everything counts in these scenarios. And that's why attacking two submissions at once is the perfect ideal scenario.